Good morning, student. Welcome to Business Studies class. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, Marketing Management. And in today's class, we are going to discuss the two important topics of this chapter, Marketing Management. Students, if you ask somebody what is marketing, you will come across certain answers like different people viewed it differently. Some may be thinking of it is just like a shopping, because they're saying we are going for marketing. Whenever they are going for the shopping, they are telling we are going for the shopping. And some of them thought of that it is a selling, because after the production of the goods, it is required to inform people about those produced goods. So they are putting their effort and persuading people to buy their products. So they thought marketing is selling. And some other people thought of it is related to merchandising or designing of products. So all these concepts are partially true, but marketing is very broad term. It not only include selling, and it started much before the production of the goods. It started somewhere by identifying the needs and wants of the customer, and then taking so many functions to convert to satisfy those needs and wants. So marketing is very broad term. It is not confined to only to one or two functions. So in order to understand what is marketing exactly, we need to understand what is market. So market refer to a place. And in today's scenario, it is not confined to place, because there are so many ways in which a marketer can approach a buyer. So we can say market refer to the place or a mechanism through which buyers and seller interact. So it not only, because it may be a place like we have a vegetable market, grain market, so where people went and they interact with the seller. So that can also be the market can be a place, or it can be any mechanism like online shopping, like telemarketing, mail business office. So that kind of platforms are also covered under the purview of market. So market refer to a place or mechanism through which buyers and seller interact with each other to enter into transaction involving exchange of goods and services. So ये place भी हो सकती है, कोई mechanism भी हो सकता है, and why this mechanism is there? So that buyers and seller, two party, must interact with each other to enter into a transactions. And why? What kind of transaction they are having? They are having a transaction of purchase and sale of goods and services in exchange of some value. So in modern sense, market is not only include the present buyer, but it also means in modern time market means set of actual buyer plus potential buyer. जब भी कोई मार्केटर अपनी मार्केटिंग टेक्निक्स डेवलप करता है, जो उसके एक्चुअल बायर हैं, दोज हु आर यूजिंग देयर प्रोडक्ट इन प्रेजेंट टाइम, ये उनके लिए भी है, प्लस पोटेंशियल बायर्स, दोज हु कैन बी देयर बायर, जो अभी आपके बायर नहीं हैं, बट मे बी आफ्टर वॉचिंग योर मार्केटिंग टेक्निक्स एंड योर मार्केटिंग एफर्ट, दे वुड लाइक टू परचेज योर प्रोडक्ट्स. So in modern time, market means set of actual buyer plus potential buyers. So what we can conclude marketing? So Philip Kotler has defined marketing as a social process by which individual groups obtain what they need and want through creating market offering and freely exchanging product and services of value with others. So Philip Kotler is a very well-known person who has defined marketing management beautifully. So according to him, it is a social process. Social process क्यों है? Because here we are interacting with people to persuade them to buy certain goods and services. तो ये एक सोसाइटी के साथ आपका इंटरेक्शन है, पीपल के साथ आपका इंटरेक्शन है, एंड व्हाई दिस इंटरेक्शन इज डन टू परसुएड देम टू बाय गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. सो मार्केटिंग इज अ सोशल प्रोसेस by which individual groups obtain what they need and want. So this process is aimed at satisfying needs and wants of the people through creating offering. So how these needs and wants are satisfied? By creating a market offer and freely exchanging products and services of value with other. And that very important concept is exchange mechanism is there. In return of goods and services, some value is being demanded by the marketer where the buyer is ready to pay for that goods and services. So marketing concept का जो core है, that depends on these 5 components. What are these 5 components? Needs and wants and demand has to be satisfied. Product and services we have to develop. We have to value the satisfaction and the quality to the consumer, exchange transactions and relationship and markets. So in order to understand, we will take up the features of marketing one by one. First of all, marketing is a social process. So as we say, social process because it aimed at interacting with the people to convince them, to motivate them to buy goods and services. So it is a social process. Number 2, needs and wants. Marketing involves satisfying customer needs and wants better than the competitors. A marketer job in an organization is to identify needs and wants of the target customer and develop products and services that satisfy such needs and wants. So if you are not able to satisfy the needs and wants of your target market better than the competitor, definitely your marketing efforts will be futile. So if you want your marketing effort should be paid off, you have to satisfy needs and wants of your target customer better than your competitor. The third feature is creating a market offering. What is market offering? Market offering refers to a complete offer for a product or services, having given features like size, quality, taste, etc. at a certain price, available at a given outlet or location, and so on. A good product is developed after analyzing needs and wants of the potential buyer. So if in marketing we are creating an offer. Offer means a bundle of features that you are going to offer to your customer. That offer may be accepted or may be rejected. It depends on what you are going to offer to your customer. So if your offer is attractive, definitely customer would like to purchase your product. This offer is in terms of product size, quality, taste, price, availability, right? Look, it may be so many things that you are creating in a single product. So that market offer create करना सबसे important काम है. Next is customer value. Buyer will purchase a product only if it is perceived to be giving greatest benefit or value for the money. The purpose of marketing is to generate customer value at a profit. Whenever we are going to market, we compare products, and after comparing all the product we choose that is based on the concept whether it has value to us for the money we are paying in return of that goods. अगर आपको लगता है वो प्राइस जो आपने पे किया है उसके बदले में जो प्रोडक्ट खरीद रहे हैं वो जस्टिफाइड नहीं है, तो इसका मतलब it lose customer value. So creating a customer value in the product is very important. Then only buyer is ready to pay for it. Next one is exchange mechanism. The process of marketing involves exchange of goods and services for money and for something of value to them. Whenever the goods are offered to the consumer, so in return of those goods, some exchange is decided. We can say price is decided. Now, how much price you will be asked for the product, how much margin of your profit will be involved in that exchange, and other services, that is very important. So exchange mechanism के लिए कुछ बातों का होना जरूरी है. सबसे पहले there must be a both party, one is buyer and other is seller. Number two, both are having something to exchange. Buyer has a price and seller has the goods or services. So both should have something to exchange, and then they should be ready for this exchange. So if these conditions will be fulfilled, then only the exchange mechanism will take place. So this is all about marketing. The next one is what can be marketed. So marketing हमें पता चल गया कि it is a social process, और ये social process क्यों है? To fulfill the needs and wants of the target customer by creating a market offer and in exchange of goods and services for the value each other. But now question come, हम क्या ऑफर करेंगे? हमने कहा हमने एक मार्केट ऑफर क्रिएट करना है. What can be offered to customers so that he is ready to pay for it? So many times, is it a good product or service or something else? So if you ask this question, maximum people will answer it will be product or services both. So in this question, we will check out that only product or service can be marketed or something else can also be marketed. So first of all, what is product? A product is bundle of utilities or source of satisfaction. Look students, when you went to market to buy a perfume, what do you look into the perfume? Its fragrance, the shape of the bottle, quantity offered by the buyer. Sometimes the perfume fragrance is too good and its bottle is also good. But when you are comparing it with the other brands or other available options, you notice that you are getting very less quantity for the same value for the other products. So all the things you keep on comparing, and after comparing all the options, its looks, its fragrance, its price, its quantity, its appearance, then you make your choice. So a product is not only fulfill its need, but it also satisfy so many other parameters of you. So product, that's why product is called bundle of utility or source of satisfaction. But it is not confined to physical object. Whenever marketing we are talking about, marketing is not confined only to physical goods. So what can be marketed? Let's check out. Number one, no doubt, marketing of physical goods. So there are so many physical goods. It may be a automobile, it may be a consumer good industry, it may be a cold drinks, it may be a paint, it may be shoes, it may be clothing. So all kind of physical goods can be marketed, and you must have witnessed the different advertisement in the TV. There can be a marketing of services. Healthcare workers and their services can also be marketed, right? Then any idea can be marketed. What kind of idea can be marketed? Like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. It is the idea of a government where they are promoting the cleanliness drive, and this has been marketed on a grand scale. Then any blood donation camp, this is also an idea by the Red Cross Society that can be marketed, that on so and so date there will be a blood donation camp and you should come and donate for it. Such kind of idea are also being marketed. Then There can be a marketing of a person. When any person stand in elections and he contested for the elections, so they keep on marketing themselves, and they wanted to win the votes of the people. So at that time also marketing of person is done. Marketing of place can be done, like Kerala tourism, MP tourism, Gujarat tourism, right? So there are so many. So we can market the place also. He come and visit our place. So that is a kind of tourism. So we can market the place also. Any event also, like Christmas Mela can be there, some music concert can be there, there can be some contest also. So any event can be marketed, any experience can be marketed, like skydiving, like paragliding, like dinner with some personality. Those experiences can also be marketed. Properties, it may be intangible properties, right? Like intellectual property right, any trademark, any copyright. These kind of properties can also be marketed. Any organization communication through their slogans is also a way of marketing, like utterly, butterly, Amul, Philip, let's mix things better. All these are the example of marketing of organization communication through slogans. So all these things, so we can say marketing cannot be confined only to physical goods. It may be a physical goods, it may be services, it may be idea, it may be person, it may be place, it may be any experience, it may be any events, it may be any slogan through the organization. So, dear student, question may comes like that. Give one example of marketing of place. Give one example of marketing of person. So these example will help you to write about these things. Now, next come what is marketing management. Marketing management, marketing we talked about, these are all those functions that help the firm to create a market, right? So marketing management means management of marketing function. Whatever the functions are required to create a market, to perform marketing, is a part of marketing management. So according to Philip Kotler, marketing management at the art and science of choosing target market, getting, keeping, and growing customer through creating, delivering, and communicating superior customer value of management. In the previous definition, we simply talked about what is marketing, and we talked about it is a social process that aims at fulfilling the needs and wants of the consumer by creating a market offer. But here we are talking about marketing management. As you know that management is a process of getting things done from other to achieve our objective efficiently and effectively. And when this management apply to marketing, that become a marketing management. So marketing is a art and science of choosing target market, right? Like management is art and science also. So marketing is also a art and science. And why this art and science is required? To choose target market. हम अपना प्रोडक्ट किसके लिए बना रहे हैं, किस एज ग्रुप के लिए बना रहे हैं, राइट? वो हमारा टारगेट कस्टमर है, हमने उसके लिए मार्केटिंग ड्राइव करनी है. तो हाउ यू विल चूज योर टारगेट मार्केट, दैट इज द आर्ट एंड साइंस. And after choosing your target market, what you need to do? Getting, keeping, and growing customer. Getting, to persuade them to buy your products. Once they started using your product, it should not like that ki after using one time their product they don't feel like coming back to you, right? So once you have sold your product to them, so you should ensure that they should come again and again. So that means keeping, getting the customer, maintaining your customer, that they should not leave you, and growing customers, right? And those who are not using it, उनको भी अपने साथ gradually अपने साथ लेके आना, that is called growing customers. And how this can be possible कि हम उन्हें लेके भी आए, maintain भी करें, grow भी करें? It can only be possible through creating, delivering, and communicating superior customer value of management. So when we will create and deliver and communicate with them very superior customer value, then only they will come and join us. So marketing management is all about this. Next comes the marketing management philosophy, because in our today's class we have taken two concepts, meaning and the philosophies. So what is philosophies? Philosophies are the thinkings that guide marketing efforts. Why there is some thinking we need? Because in order to achieve a desired exchange outcome with the target market, every marketer want to have desired exchange outcome. हमने एक प्रोडक्शन किया है with this aim कि we are able to sell it. If we are not able to sell it, it means exchange is not being taken place. And why it is not being taken place? Maybe some points are not taken care of. So there is always been one thinking that guide marketing efforts. And this thinking change over a period of time, right? Because before the industrial revolution, there were very less supply of goods and services. So people thought of, if they are able to increase their production, so definitely people will buy their products and they are able to make more profits. So marketing philosophies are the thinking, or is the thinking that guide marketer efforts time to time. जब भी कोई काम होता है, जब भी कोई मार्केटिंग एफर्ट लगाए जाते हैं, तो एक सोच उन्हें गाइड करती है कि हम कैसे काम करें कि हम ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट कमा सकें. तो उस सोच को, उस फिलॉसफी को, उस थिंकिंग को हम बोलते हैं मार्केटिंग फिलॉसफी. और ये फिलॉसफीज वक्त के साथ चेंज हुई. कैसे चेंज हुई? लेट्स चेक आउट. So there are 5 philosophies we are going to talk about, and ये एक हर समय के साथ बदली है. So we are going to start with the production concept. This philosophy assumed that customer would favor those products which are widely available at an affordable price. ये जो फिलॉसफी थी, ये उस टाइम पर प्रैक्टिस की गई जब कंट्री के अंदर इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन नहीं हुआ था. उससे पहले सप्लाई कम थी, डिमांड ज़्यादा थी. एंड मार्केटर्स की जो थिंकिंग थी वो ये थी, द फर्म which was able to increase their supply, they are able to meet the demand of the people and they are able to earn more profit. So इस प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट की जो फिलॉसफी थी, उसका जो मेन गाइडिंग कॉन्सेप्ट था वो यही था कि प्रॉफिट वो ज़्यादा कमाएगा, सेल वो ज़्यादा करेगा जो अपने गुड्स की सप्लाई को बढ़ा पाए, and they are able to increase their supply at an affordable prices. Prices भी genuine होनी चाहिए. अगर आपने ज़्यादा सप्लाई की और ज़्यादा prices बढ़ा दिए, तब भी आप अपना profit नहीं कर पाएंगे. Thus, availability and affordability of the product were considered the key to the success of firm. So availability मतलब जिसका product market में available होगा, and that too at affordable prices, they are the key to the success of firm. Therefore, greater emphasis was placed on improving the production and distribution efficiency of the firm. So because of this thinking of the marketer of that time, they put all effort on increasing the production of the goods and services. So, and after that production concept, industrial revolution started. So industrial revolution से क्या हुआ? टेक्नोलॉजी जो थी वो कैपिटल इंटेंसिव होगी, क्योंकि उससे पहले लेबर इंटेंसिव टेक्निक थी, तो प्रोडक्शन कम हो पाता था. सो ड्यू टू दिस प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट दे स्टार्टेड द इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, एंड ड्यू टू द इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन एंड इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन द सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इंक्रीज्ड एट एन अफोर्डेबल प्राइसेस. तो प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट वाज द मेन गाइडिंग फोर्स बिहाइंड द इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन. Now, what happened? After the Industrial Revolution, all producers were able to produce at an affordable prices. Now again the thinking changed. Why thinking change? In product concept, emphasis of the firm shifted from quantity of production to the quality of products. तो प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट में क्या हुआ, सभी लोगों ने जब अपना सेल बढ़ा लिया तो firms were not able to earn high profit. They all are getting the normal profits. So again marketer thought of how to increase the profit. So they emphasize that the firm who is able to improve the quality of the products, that firm can only earn the good profits. So here the product concept talked about the focus of business activity changed to bringing continuous improvement in the quality, incorporating new features, and that's why people started putting more effort on bringing variety of goods. These variety may be in the size, in the uh, we can say uh, variety of things, colors. So goods for the different category of customers are started. People started offering. Thus, product improvement became the key to the profit maximization of the firm under the concept of product orientation. So people started giving more emphasis on the product quality features, and that's why variety. There is so many variety of goods and services are available with the different features, because the company which is able to provide more quality features, they are able to make more profit. That was the key line of product concept. Next one was the selling concept. Now after the marketer, those who have taken the lead in product concept on working that, later on they have seen that everybody start putting new features and new products. So again marketer has to think little differently. Now in selling concept, the focus of business firm shifted to pushing the sale of product through aggressive selling technique with a view to persuade buyer to buy the product, making sale through by means become important. So in selling concept, प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट ने कहा था सप्लाई बढ़ा दीजिए, है ना, सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स बढ़ेगी अफोर्डेबल प्राइसेस पे तो मार्केटर आर एबल टू प्रॉफिट. और उन सभी मार्केटर्स ने जिन्होंने सबसे पहले इस फिलॉसफी पे काम किया उनको प्रॉफिट मिला भी. देन सभी इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन से सभी का सप्लाई बढ़ गया. अब वो मार्केटर ज्यादा प्रॉफिट कमा पाता है जो प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटीज को इनकॉर्पोरेट करता, न्यू फीचर को इनकॉर्पोरेट करता. सो दैट आफ्टर द प्रोडक्शन कॉन्सेप्ट, प्रोडक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट स्टार्टेड. नाउ फिर जो हमारे मार्केटर्स थे, दे थॉट ऑफ सिंपली प्रोड्यूसिंग प्रोडक्ट विद डिफरेंट फीचर्स इज नॉट sufficient. They need to inform customer that they are having this product. So selling concept focuses on going for aggressive promotion and selling technique to persuade buyer to buy the product. तो selling production जो concept था, that started after the production of the goods. So once you have produced the goods, then use all selling techniques that can, aggressive selling technique that can persuade buyer ki come and buy our products. It was assumed that customer would not buy or not buy enough unless they are adequately convinced and motivated to do so. So if you want your customer to really buy your product, you need to persuade them. So the selling concept क्या जो हमारा starting point था, that is after factory, and focus was on the existing product. फैक्ट्री में प्रोडक्शन करने के बाद में जो प्रोडक्ट ऑलरेडी बन चुका है, दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन दैट. एंड इसका मीन्स क्या है? सेलिंग एंड प्रमोटिंग. यू हैव टू गो फॉर द प्रमोशन ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट्स एंड इज प्रॉफिट थ्रू सेल्स वॉल्यूम. After the selling concept, then comes the marketing concept. Marketing concept is it assumed that in the long run an organization can achieve its objective of maximization of profit by identifying the needs of its present and prospective buyer and satisfying them in an effective way. According to the marketing concept, In the long run, if any firm want to operate and survive, what they need to do, they need to identify the needs and want of potential as well as actual buyer, and they have to satisfy the needs and wants in the effective way. It means effective way better than their competitors. So marketing concept focus on customer satisfaction. They give more preferences to customer satisfaction, and that's why the starting of marketing concept is not after the production, it is before the production. In other words, customer satisfaction becomes the focal point of all decision making in the organization. So marketing concept is all about talking about customer satisfaction. The fifth concept, which is a new trend and which is the ongoing trend of the market, is societal marketing concept. Societal marketing concept is the extension of marketing concept as supplemented by concern for the long term welfare of the society. बेटा जो सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है वो मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट ही है. तो जैसे मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट में कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन है, इसमें भी कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन है, बट इसमें किस बात पे ध्यान दिया है? लॉन्ग टर्म वेलफेयर ऑफ द सोसाइटी. वी शुड नॉट सेटिस्फाई कंज्यूमर needs at the cost of future generations need. सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट आप जानते हैं, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट ये कहता है कि आज प्रेजेंट में हमें अपनी रिसोर्सेज को बड़े सोच के खर्च करना है ताकि हम अपने फ्यूचर के लिए इसे सेव कर सकें. यही बात सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट भी कहता है. दे आर सेइंग कि इफ यू वांट टू सेटिस्फाई द कस्टमर्स नीड्स in the present, but you have to also take care of the society. तो long term welfare of the society को भी आपने ध्यान में रखना है, plus customer satisfaction करना है. Apart from the customer satisfaction, it pay attention to the social, ethical and ecological aspect of the marketing. So societal marketing concept is taking care of customers satisfaction as well as they are taking care of social aspects, ethical aspects and ecological aspect of marketing. बहुत सारी कंपनीज हैं जिन्होंने सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट के ऊपर काम करना शुरू कर दिया है. सो आई एम गिविंग डॉनड्रैक का है, इन्होंने लिखा है लेट्स मेक द वर्ल्ड बेटर देन वी फाउंड इट. पैनासोनिक की आपने बहुत सारी एड्स देखी होंगी. दे आर ऑलवेज कोरिलेटिंग विद ग्रीनरी एंड इको आइडियाज. दिस इज ऑल अंडर द सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग concept. So these are the different philosophy used by the marketers time to time, and these philosophies guide their actions. So how they are able to make more profit by providing good services to their customer, that is being covered under philosophies. I hope these topics are clear. Thank you, students.